Imagine you're sitting at a red light and your desire is to go do a left turn and you don't get an arrow, you simply get a green light. When you get a green light, oncoming cars, they get a green light as well. So just know our job when the light goes green, it's not that we may establish, it's we must. So we're not allowed to sit at the stop line. The first car in line that wishes to turn left would go to the deepest point of their turn that they're not occupying, any oncoming traffic space. They would sit in the intersection before the halfway point so that oncoming cars could do the same turn, and they would wait for a gap in traffic and pedestrians and go clear. So the question you might receive is, what do you do when the light goes green and there are oncoming cars? It is you would move into the intersection and yield to oncoming cars. A further note would simply be if there were cars the entire duration of the green light, when the light goes yellow, you would not panic and think, I have to get out of here before the light goes yellow. You would simply, when the light goes yellow, judge who's stopping. And if they gun it through, let them, and eventually you leave on red if you needed to. And if they stop on yellow, then great, you can go finish your turn on yellow. But just know the first car in line when the light goes green must move into the intersection and yield to the oncoming cars. If an emergency vehicle approaches from the rear with active lights and sirens, be sure to pull to the edge of the roadway and stop. It is not good enough to pull to the edge of the roadway and slow. You must become dead still and allow that emergency vehicle to pass you clearly. When driving at 120 kilometers an hour versus 100 kilometers an hour, studies show that you then use 20% more fuel. Maybe you could think back to your cycling safety course when you're in elementary school, but a question that could be asked of you is, what is the hand signal for a right turn? And just know the hand signal for a right turn, you would always use your left arm extended out the driver's side window, and for a right turn, it's left arm up. To stop, it would be down, and to do a left turn, it would just be extended straight out. If oncoming lights are blinding you, so imagine you're driving down the highway and somebody that you are facing has their high beams on, and it's causing it to be quite difficult to see ahead. What you would then do is focus your attention towards the right edge of your roadway. And you'll hear things like honk your horn, flash your high beams back at them, things along those lines. And just know that is not what you would do. You would simply focus your attention to the right edge of the roadway. There are places where they will not put a stop sign, even though they expect you to stop. This is called an implied stop. One of the places that you'd be expected to stop is anytime you're leaving a parking lot. So you're going from the mall onto the public roadway, the gas station to the public roadway. So anytime you leave a parking lot, whether there's a stop sign or not, you must do one full stop at the appropriate area. Same could be said for a back lane. Leaving a back lane, one full stop at the appropriate area, or your driveway. Technically, anytime you leave your driveway, one full stop is required, and if there was a sidewalk, you would do it before the sidewalk, before exiting. Back lane, driveway, parking lot. Cars that have ABS, they don't stop you any quicker, but they allow you to retain steering control in harsh braking environments. What ends up happening is if you did not have ABS, imagine you were on ice, you slammed on the brakes, your tires would quit rotating. When they quit rotating, you don't have any steering control. So just know that is referred to as locking the wheels. So just know you do not want to lock the wheels by pressing the brakes too hard on ice or any slippery surface when you don't have ABS. One of the 4 categories of signs is a warning sign. A warning sign simply tells you of something upcoming that you need to be aware of in advance. Know that warning signs are typically yellow and they're going to be diamond in shape. One of the few signs where the perimeter edge is a circle would be a do not enter sign. So just know it would be a red circle with a white horizontal rectangle inside of it, meaning do not come into this area. Do not enter.